which is the most difficult part in CA, and there is a very long debate for continue in CA and quitting it. Like there was no, it's a never-ending debate. There was there was many quote going on.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Careers Unlocked with MYCPE Academy. I'm your host Vaibhav Jain. Here we talk to real people about their careers, about the different journeys they made, about people who come from different backgrounds and still they made different decisions, they made bold choices that helped them to navigate and reach where they are today. We have a very interesting person with us today, Mr. Abhishek. He works with MYCPE and works in the tax department of MYCPE. We'll talk to Abhishek about his journey, what decisions he took, where he is right now, and what helped him reach where he is today. So first of all, thank you Abhishek. Thanks for giving us your time today. I would like to ask you to start with your journey first. Please tell us about your background, where you're coming from, and what courses you have taken to reach where you are today.
Thank you, Vaibhav, for having me here. I'm Abhishek. I'm from Bhavnagar. I did my schooling and everything, primary education in Bhavnagar. Further study के लिए मैं अहमदाबाद आया. कॉलेज मैंने यहाँ से अहमदाबाद से किया. और पहले से मैं बहुत जब छोटा था तभी से मैं वेरी क्लियर था मेरे लाइफ में कि मुझे CA ही करना है. It was my very first choice for me. So yeah, started CA in Ahmedabad and clear my CPE, which is entrance exam in very first go. And then part 1 there was like inter CA. I have also completed in a very less attempt. I can't say in the first attempt, but yeah. But after that internship I have done and all, I lose my grip. And then for a second part it took me so many attempts and all, so I have spent years in completing inter CA, but luckily I have cleared, and it was amazing feeling of becoming inter CA when it's hard and long attempts. Then I started study for a final CA. It was difficult, but no, I want to become a CA at that time. And while doing that, there was family and social pressure as well. So I pursuing my career in CA. I come to know about the outsourcing industry in the US. There was like big opportunity we have. Like there was it's similar to what we have in India, what we studied, and we can also implement that in totally different domain. So yeah, then I started job at Integrity. Like it was like 2.5 years ago. And then when I learn more and more about this industry, I feel that it is a better choice for me. And then to continue studying my C examination. When I start Integrity, I was on one condition that Integrity will allow me for a leave for my exams.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I was like very much sure that I will not leave CA until I become one. But once I comes to know about this industry more and more, and I didn't give a single attempt after joining Integrity. I just lost CA background. I mean grip on that part on studying, and I'm exploring more on US domain and what the career opportunity I can have more here. And then I comes to know about EA, and then from my manager also helped me a lot in it, and my colleagues and all. And especially Integrity, who is sponsoring EAs for study. They provide special materials, coachings and everything. So it was like very handy if you are part of Integrity. Earlier, before joining Integrity, I haven't heard about EA and all, and a lot of people have like fear of pursuing this course because they don't have a proper material and all. But when I joined Integrity, they provide me very material for it.
Okay. So अभिषेक, एक बात मुझे बताओ, आपने पहले CA इंटर के दोनों ग्रुप्स क्लियर किए, उसके बाद में आपने इंटीग्रिटी जिसको हम MYCPE बोलते हैं, आपने MYCPE ज्वाइन किया, एंड देन आपको EA के बारे में यहाँ पे आपके कॉलीग्स ने और आपके मैनेजर ने बताया EA करने के लिए. तो जब आपने यहाँ पे ईए को परस्यू करना स्टार्ट किया, कितना इजी या डिफ़िकल्ट था आपके लिए ईए कर पाना, बिकॉज आपने सीए इंटर किया हुआ था? क्या सीए इंटर वालों के लिए बहुत डिफरेंट होता है ईए करना, बहुत डिफ़िकल्ट होता है, या सिंस उन्होंने सीए इंटर किया तो वो कर सकते हैं ईए?
नहीं नहीं, ये बिल्कुल ही मतलब डिफरेंट नहीं है और डिफिकल्ट भी नहीं है. इफ़ यू आर फ्रॉम अ फाइनेंशियल बैकग्राउंड लाइक फ्रॉम सीए एंड ऑल, वी ऑलरेडी spend hours and hours of study on a daily basis. Like I was used to study like 14-50 hours a day. So compared to that, EA is very easy and very rewarding at the same time, and it's like a very good have impressions if you have having this degree in this US outsourcing. Yeah.
Okay. So जैसे you are saying that as compared to your CA degree which would take 14-15 hours a day of studies for you while you're doing EA, I understand आपने EA किया while you were working at MyCPE, right?
Yes,
You had a full-time job here where you had deliverables, you had targets and all of that. You had a manager, and then with that you were able to complete your EA. So what I am understanding is it's for CA people who are pursuing CA or who are doing CA inter, it is not very difficult for them to do their EA exam.
Yeah.
So tell me, like for me and for the other people जो ये सुन रहे हैं इस podcast को, when they made the choice, like when you made the choice, आपने क्या क्या चीज़ों को कंसिडर करके डिसीजन लिया कि मैं अब अपना CA फाइनल परस्यू नहीं करूँगा और मैं अब EA परस्यू करूँगा? तो आपने क्या क्या फैक्टर्स को कंसिडर किया था उस टाइम पे?
See, at that time when I exploring more this US industry and I'm working on this, and then I think compared to like US degree like EA or CPA, CA is quite difficult. They have very lengthy course, and the result is also like very much less as compared to this one. And even after that all hustle, there was, I mean, if it rewarding more, then I will definitely go for CA. But if you are working in US industry, if you are having EA degree and if you are your CA, then definitely you will get better benefit if you are EA than CA. So yeah, definitely it's I choose my career for a US outsourcing industry, and then it was a much easy choice for me to go for a legitimate degree which is like where I'm working in a field. So that's the key point for me, that I must have one legitimate degree where I'm in the field where I'm working. So that's the key point me for choosing EA. Yeah.
I think that's a very fair point कि आपने जो रिवॉर्ड का फैक्टर कंसिडर किया कि रिवॉर्ड का फैक्टर एज कम्पेयर टू द एफर्ट आप जितने डालने पड़ेंगे आपको, तो जितने एफर्ट आप CA फाइनल में डालोगे एज कम्पेयर टू दैट, इफ़ यू पुट द अमाउंट ऑफ टाइम एंड द एफर्ट दैट विल पुट इन डूइंग योर CA, and since you are focused in completing or making your career in the US industry, the US outsourcing industry, having EA is more valuable for you than finishing your CA. Well, CA has its own value in a different industry, maybe in not the US outsourcing industry. So if there is someone right now who is stuck in CA इंटर या CA फाइनल, काफ़ी टाइम से वो अटेम्प्ट दे रहे हैं, तो आपका उनको क्या गाइडेंस रहेगा कि उन्हें मतलब क्या सोचना चाहिए? क्या इफ़ दे आर वेरी डिसअपॉइंटेड, उन्हें नहीं समझ में आ रहा है कि उनके करियर का क्या होगा, क्या उनका करियर ख़त्म हो गया है, क्या उनके लिए कोई और अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं बची है, तो आपका क्या गाइडेंस रहेगा उन लोगों के लिए?
See, like quitting CA, like which is the most difficult part in CA, and there is a very long debate for continue in CA and quitting it. Like there was no, it's a never-ending debate. There was like there was many quote going on. Like if you say try and try, never surrender. After May there is November. Like people are used to say who is pursuing CA, and like there was many other like it's not about how many time you falls, it about how waking up one more time you fall. Yeah. So that kind of quotes going on in mostly for a CA student. But I can say like choosing a bold decision is required here, like and one should follow their instinct, what they really want from their life, just for a societal pressure and anything. They should not just pursue giving one and more attempts. They should considering cost benefit analysis and something that benefits them more, like it's cost. CA is not cost just for money, time and all, it's also cost your health.
Yeah.
Like, so one should consider that factor. And quitting CA is difficult, but if you think that it's more beneficial for you, then you must go for them. Step back and rethink about your path. It's not a bad thing for anyone. Like for career wise, it's never too late, I can say. Like, because CA इज क्या होता है कि उसमें कि एक अटैम्प्ट के बाद तुरंत दूसरा अटैम्प्ट, तीसरा अटैम्प्ट, ओके मैं यहाँ तक पहुँच गया, आई एम जस्ट 10 मार्क्स अवे, लाइक 2 मार्क्स अवे एटलीस्ट. आई वाज लाइक मेरे 3 से 4 अटैम्प्ट तो लाइक 2 या 3 मार्क्स ही रह गए थे. या सो इट वाज लाइक देयर इज नेवर एंडिंग, लाइक एक और ट्राई दे देते हैं, बट एक और ट्राई, जस्ट थिंक इज इट वर्थ और नॉट.
I think that's very, very insightful. And as you said, like the most difficult thing is to take that bold step, take that bold decision as to when you want to put a full stop and make a different choice. And people need to realize that it is not the end of their life. They have multiple options out there. They can choose any other course as well. Although having said that, CA in itself is a very good course, but then you should not continue your life in that loop where you're not able to come out of it, and you should make a decision when you feel you are stuck with it. I think that's a very, very, very insightful thought that you have given, and coming from someone who has made it after attempting and after giving so many attempts. I think it's very important. It's very, very valuable. Now Abhishek, आपने एक बात बोली कि आपको MyCPE के भी आपने रिसोर्सेज यूज़ किए, जो हमारे EA के लेक्चर्स हैं आपने वो यूज़ किए थे, एंड आपने रिसोर्सेज यूज़ किए थे, एंड as a MyCPE employee you also got the complete scholarship. So what was your feedback about the resources जो आपने यूज़ किए? Was it helpful for you?
Yeah, definitely it was like very helpful. Like MyCPE one from a very day one, like in my induction here in integrity, they encourage me like you should, if you are like from this background, if you are I was like continuing CA, so they advised me that we have also sponsored EA and CPA exam. So they encouraged me from a very first day, and बहुत ही अच्छा मटेरियल प्रोवाइड किया है यहाँ से, एंड गाइडेंस भी पूरा मिलता है. लीव्स के लिए भी अच्छी पॉलिसी मतलब यहाँ पे पहले से. या सो या आई लाइक वेरी थैंकफुल. आई विल नेवर चूज EA if I wasn't in MyCPE one.
Okay. Well, I think that was very enlightening, and I really like the part where you specially focused on when about students जो अटक गए हैं उस साइकिल में, जो साइकिल से बाहर नहीं आ पा रहे हैं, वो बात बताना, एंड talking about the course that people do not know about. I think it was very, very helpful. Thanks a lot, Abhishek, again for giving your time today. It was a very, very insightful discussion.